Ark Survival Ascended has officially released on the Xbox platform. We're technically within still the first 24 hours of its official release on the console, but nevertheless there has been a ton, and I mean a ton of things to go over, everything from news, glitches, and optimization. We have some exploits, and we even have, just in general, some drama around the official Xbox launch. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So diving right in here, the first thing that I want to talk about and address that a ton, and I mean a ton of people are upset about, and that is obviously the price point for Ark Survival Ascended on the Xbox Store. If you guys haven't checked it out, the official price for Ark Survival Ascended that launched on the consoles technically yesterday was obviously not at a discounted price. The price point was roughly $44.99, so essentially we'll call a spade, and it was $45 USD. This does translate over into other currencies, and I have seen a lot of reports from other currencies being translated or converted over to USD, and it still comes out to be about $45. And this is a big issue because we have been told several times in the past that Ark Survival Ascended would be launching at a discounted price. Additionally, when the Steam version officially launched, we did get a discounted price. I believe, what is it, a 10% or a 20% discount at its official launch. And unfortunately, it does not look like we're seeing that happening here for the Xbox console, and potentially we won't see this happening for the PS5. I understand the frustration though, because especially what the game's current condition is in, they definitely deserve to have a discounted price at its initial launch, and I understand where console players are upset, according to Steam players, because they were initially supposed to be launching at the exact same time with a discounted price, and unfortunately, even with this delay, it doesn't look like they plan to bring one. So now diving into the next topic, and that is performance. How does Ark Survival Ascended play on the Xbox Series S or the Xbox Series X? If you guys missed it last night via my live streams, for the first hour, I was actually playing Ark Survival Ascended and testing the game out on a Xbox Series X console. Keep in mind that this console is designed for 4K at 120 FPS. Utilizing the best equipment and the best stuff that I had available to me, I was only able to muster up the game running at a constant 30 to 35 FPS. I think this is significantly low for how powerful a console like the Xbox Series X is, and this really speaks true to how unoptimized Ark Survival Ascended is, if I'm being honest. Additionally, here when it comes to utilizing all the different commands, adjusting the individual settings, I spent at least probably 10 minutes of that hour, if not longer, trying to type in all of the commands that I possibly could to adjust specific things to hopefully increase that frame rate. Once again, standing still, I was able to potentially muster up a 60 FPS at least once or twice without any moving, without looking around, and pretty much turning off every single thing that I possibly could on the console version. That does lead me into another smaller complaint here about the console version, and that is if you head over to the official in-game settings, they have really minimized what players can actually adjust, whether that is to, increase the quality or to decrease the quality or to potentially optimize the game even further, just to make sure that you can play with more than 30 frames. Obviously, I think all of these settings were ripped out of the game specifically to help pass the Microsoft Xbox certification process, because obviously they have to maintain a specific threshold in order to pass certification, and I think they directly went in here and just scrapped all of the advanced settings and just made them 100% fixed for the console players to ensure that their play was at least optimally here at a steady 30 frames per second. Now, I will state that even with the Xbox Series X, you'll see here in some footage, going through something with a lot of dinos attacking each other, even though they were wild dinos, it was still dropping below the 30 FPS. I don't know what the requirement specifically is for the Xbox certification, but I will state that on official servers, not rating, not 25 dinos versus 25 dinos, but just a small handful, absolutely diminished the FPS, and not only that, we dropped significantly even lower when we were getting attacked on top of also doing other things. I can only imagine what this is going to look like and perform like running in, like I said, on a 10-man versus 10-man raid, and not only that, you have another 25 dinos on both sides, so you're essentially running 50 dinosaurs going against each other, breaking down and tearing down things like explosions or rockets, when it comes to bases, you name it. A lot of these things I think are going to significantly significantly reduce the amount of FPS that players are going to receive. And I think just in general, it's going to make for a worse gaming experience. And now, unfortunately, when it comes to the Xbox Series S, I was not able to get any footage for myself because I do not specifically own that console, and I don't know anybody close to me that does own it. But what I can do is I can show you some footage here or some screenshots from some other content creators. I'll try to remember to put their tag on here on the screen so you guys can go follow them and, tell them that, Kodeations sent you. But either way here, they were playing the game on the Xbox Series S, but boy, I can tell you it looks horrendous. It absolutely looks like straight up clay models from a distance. The rendering as you get closer does render in to be a little bit better, but overall, I mean, you can see a massive difference from the Xbox Series S gameplay to the Xbox Series X, and then obviously the master race here with, obviously PC bringing it home with the best quality, and not only that, the best settings that you have in order to further optimize your gameplay experience. So now, in addition to the performance issues that we have seen and how it runs on the Xbox consoles, there's another big massive thing that a lot of people are upset about throughout the community, and that is there are some exploitations that PvP servers are able to utilize here even on official. There are specific commands that are being utilized for terrain purposes that allows you to essentially hide all the terrain. It flattens out the entire, portion of the landscape, allowing you to see, tamed dinosaurs in a distance or even wild dinosaurs. On top of that, it just gives you little to no obstruction for your field of view. This is a massive, massive advantage and exploit that PvP players can utilize to their advantage even right now on official servers. So now I just checked the official Ark Survival Ascended Discord to see what they knew about the exploits, and it seems like Dolly and the developers are aware of these, terrain exploits being utilized on the official servers. They did mention here that they are trying to focus on stability at the moment, but they are looking to address those exploits. So if you happen to be on a PvP server and you're just now watching this, there's a potential chance that the console commands are still technically working and you could potentially utilize them to your advantage before they are officially patched. But either way, guys, that pretty much just wraps up the official console launch for Ark Survival Ascended here for the Xbox. I really, really, really hope that they keep on dialing in the optimization, and hopefully they start to, give back some of those advanced settings for us console users. Now, as far as me personally, I'm just happy that I've got a really beefy PC that I actually play Ark Survival Ascended on, because just my 1 hour time frame in the console version on the Xbox Series X, I definitely do not want to be playing the game on that. But either way, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Ark Survival Ascended related. Let me know down below in the comments what console you are currently playing on. Are you playing on the Series S, the Series X, or potentially not playing at all and waiting until the PlayStation 5 version has officially launched? With that being said, though, guys, as always, have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.